Oh, Father.
Welcome, one and all, to Reign of a New Year. Along with Baron Armentag, I am your host, Mike. And this evening, we are only, let me bring it up here on the screen, 58 minutes
Woo!
from 2023 here on the East Coast. I hope you are all doing well this evening. Yes, normally I do not stream this late. However, tonight's a special occasion. And I do want to say hello to Black Dragon in the chat and also Old Man.
Oh, there's two people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I had an hour for me too, but hey, we're talking about East Coast here, so.
Yes, right now we are only 57 minutes and 20 seconds away from 2023. We are going to reflect on the previous year. And Baron,
Yo!
what were some of your highlights of 2022?
Oh, that's kind of hard. I'm trying to think here. Hate to say it was a rough year, but there always is highlights in there. I mean, uh, well, it might sound like a not a highlight, but a low light. But really, I think it works out. When the news came out that Henry Cavill, got up, he left The Witcher because of his beliefs in what the show is about, and they weren't fulfilling it. And then getting basically told to bugger off at DC. He's going to Warhammer 40K on Amazon as a
Yep.
co-producer. And that's something where just sit back and go, "Wow, this is freaking exciting." And so how long has it been that we've been so excited to hear something coming out? And yeah, I know it's Amazon, but Amazon kind of been learning their lesson with something called ROP and having
Mm-hmm.
that handed to them. And Henry Cavill being a co-producer, working with Games Workshop, and I know Games Workshop has been getting soft, but Henry Cavill. The reason why he did Justice League was so he could afford his army for Warhammer.
Yeah.
um, uh, he's one of us. He's a true believer. There is that light that what year I can't. We're a couple years away from it, but we're going to have something spectacular, something to actually look forward to. Back when the days when you heard that episode one was coming out, and you're just going, "I can't wait! I can't wait! I can't wait! I can't wait! I can't wait!" Or even in the old days, it's like, "Oh, Return of the Jedi! I can't wait! Can't wait! Can't wait! Can't wait! Can't wait!" Um, it's nice to have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It is.
yeah, I mean, I know people out there doom and gloom, and we don't want that. So this is, what looked like something bad. It was like boom, boom, boom. You left, then DC, then left, and it's like the guy is not going to be out of work. Let's put it that way. So, and it's their losses. It's DC losses, and it's the Witcher's losses. I mean, they're only going to suffer for it.
Yeah. I mean, Netflix is going to be hurting. You're already hearing that some folks aren't enjoying the Witcher prequel series.
Mm, no, yeah,
And let's face it, when we're all looking for something entertaining, we're going to be skipping, a lot of these shows that are coming out in the new year, a lot of the movies that are coming out in the new year, even games.
yeah. I mean, I read an article the other day, and I don't know if we want to bring Phil in. Oh, you did already. But I read an article the other day. It's about BBC4 Radio, and that's kind of their more light station. Where you have drama, you have comedy, and such like that over there. But the guy who was running it sat back and was going, we've really gone the wrong direction in this because people are coming here for escapism, and we're not giving it to
Mhm.
them, and they're not coming to us. So we're going to focus more. Well, he did blow it with one thing when he was saying that, oh, we're going to focus on climate change for some shows, but no, it's like we're going to we focus back to what we're supposed to be, entertaining. And it's like even the BBC over there is waking up, and this is good news. This is all coming out 2022. Uh, People are realizing that, so it's just, as for me, it's exciting.
My head is currently blocked.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
I know.
well, what you should do is, since we don't have a head on Phil, he should go down there and you can put that back up there. Only Phil.
I'm going to be careful touching that statement. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing right here. What's great for this year, even though it's coming at the end of the year, our favorite trolls, the best troll on YouTube, Phil McCracken now has his own channel, and it's going to be fun to see where we can go with that.
Yes. And go, Phil, go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, at last check, you had 26 subscribers since last night, Phil, and
amazing.
That's an amazing feat.
Yeah,
it is.
Within 24 hours.
Actually, he's currently sitting on. He is currently sitting on 29.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
There we go. We told you people like you, Phil. I don't know why, but people like you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might regret that someday.
Oh, I know they will. That's why I'm part of this. This is like you telling the youngin down there to watch Caddyshack 2, me telling people to come to your channel and watch. It's the same thing. So
last night the idea was put in my head. I'm thinking about putting a triple header: Caddyshack 2, Red Sonja, and Conan the Destroyer.
And send them right to Paul, right?
And Paul's going to be right there with me, helping me out.
Once was quite enough for me for all three of those movies.
Well, at least the Conan and Red Sonja movie is rewatchable. There's no way Caddyshack 2 is rewatchable.
No.
And I want to say for the record that tonight, the real mastermind behind the Star Wars guys is currently streaming right now as we speak.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
Yep. Doom is being played on your channel.
Paul does not know that somebody is streaming on his channel.
No,
he's going to look.
Yeah,
it's probably Michael.
Yep, it is absolutely right. At first, he
does not play on easy mode.
Yeah, and this is Doom.
And I do want to say hello to Bucky's Crafty, formerly known as Bucky Icon.
Mm-hmm. Say, by the way, Mike, did you ever get through your final battle?
Yes, I did. I did get through my final battle.
There we go. That's another good thing that happened this year. After how many deaths, you finally were able to do it.
I did it. The video is currently up on the channel.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't want to watch 2 hours of it, so I just thought I'd ask.
Wait. It's not 2 hours. I mean,
3?
When you watch the video, it's really only almost 34 minutes.
Right. Okay.
The final part. Because what I ended up doing is I ended up restarting the game from scratch.
Really?
With a new save state. And I went through the game and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do here as far as abilities. And these are the abilities I'm not going to use this time. I changed up the abilities and I was able to get through the game very quickly.
You mean you switched to easy mode?
Nope.
Hard mode would have been continuing with those same abilities.
No, I screwed up in my first playthrough. So I restarted the game, same difficulty level, but I went through it. And like I said, some abilities I kept, some abilities I said, nope, I'm not using. So instead of taking 16 hours to play the whole game, it took me 8 hours and a few minutes to get through the whole game. But I did it.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Do you have like a strategy guide somewhere to kind of help you along? Because strategy guides are not cheating. Those are not cheating.
I know. I don't consider strategy guides cheating.
Yep.
No, I just said, okay, I got to rethink how my approach is. Because with the current setup of the character in the original state, which is still there, there's no way I could beat Felicity.
That much
on that final level. I mean, I was getting my butt whooped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to tell you guys that, but I was getting my butt whooped.
You were, yeah. Very impressively, too.
Yep. So then, starting last weekend, I thought, you know what? I'm going to play Jedi Fallen Order again.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last time I played it, and I played it over on Twitch, I did upload it to PACIFIC414 and so much more. So if anybody wants to see what's already on there, they can.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, you know what? Last time, this was 2 years ago, I even admitted on that stream that I switched to easy mode on the final boss. And I've been in it before here on every live stream where I've talked about it. Well, I said, I got to be it on normal. Well, I was practicing and I didn't stop it in time from saving. So I ended up showing everybody the aftermath of me beating the final boss. It's like, sorry, guys. It's just one of those things. I was practicing. It's like, oops, I waited too long. But, when you're playing a game, you get caught up in it. You just enjoy the fun that you're having. As you see the clock right now, we are 46 minutes and 47 seconds, 46 seconds, 45 seconds from 2023 here on the East Coast.
Get this year over with and let's start a new one. Let's rock. Let's rock.
Yes. And
oh, sorry.
Here's the thing. I know a lot of us always seem to delve on the negative that's happening in entertainment, but there have been positives.
Oh, yeah.
This year in entertainment. Look at Top Gun Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nobody thought they would want another Top Gun Maverick. Well, Top Gun movie, I should say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
After, 35, 36 years.
Don't remind me.
And I even said during my review of Top Gun, I didn't think we needed it. But it's a movie I'm glad we received this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was worth seeing.
In many ways, we did kind of need it because we needed to have something like that was, what would you say, uplifting. Something that's just what we'd call mindless entertainment. That's fun, like we used to have back in the 80s. In many ways, we did kind of need that after trudging through all the crud that we've been going through,
Mm-hmm.
We needed something that wasn't going to preach to us or beat us over the brow over some made-up thing that we were doing wrong in society, that some grievance that needed to be fixed.
Mm-hmm. And that's what this was.
And, TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
I, had seen the trailer for the FX series The Old Man with Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow. I was thinking, this looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's going to be one that's going to get my attention, even though I like, those spy thrillers, those action thrillers, the cat and mouse chase. But I ended up enjoying the series.
The dude as a spy.
Yes.
AKA just the dude throughout The Big Lebowski, because you could argue he kind of was a spy in that one, at least against his will.
Yeah. So for you guys, what are some of the positives that came out of this year?
Well, the biggest one for me, of course, is getting to meet a lot of my YouTube friends in person at the ICC convention, which is fun, which I would like to go back next year. It's a bit of a question mark right now, but I'd like to at least. 2022 was, of course, when I first met you, Baron, and by extension, you, Old Man. And you guys have contributed to some of the best conversations either on my channel or other people's channels that I've been part of.
And you were also part of one of my bright spots of last year, Paul.
I was?
Yeah, watching you get beaten by Mexican Iron Man. That was
oh my goodness.
That was such a bright moment for me. Especially us old people. I mean, it was heartwarming. It was heartwarming. I thank you for that, by the way. I know you did that on purpose, so people like me feel.
I didn't do that on purpose. He cheated. And old man, I'm gonna take you up on that offer to retrain me.
Oh my!
What now?
You made me a promise once that you would retrain me several months ago.
Retrain you to what?
Win at a lightsaber contest.
Oh. Yeah, you fight like a. Never mind.
Wow! Oh wow! Ow!
Baron, you've seen him fight.
I'm not going to say it out loud.
You could beat him drunk.
Funny enough, I've actually been beaten by a drunk person in a lightsaber fight before. One of my friends in the Navy.
I can believe that.
I believe that.
So, Baron, what were some of the positives for you this year?
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, I kind of was saying some of the stuff there. I mean,
for those just coming in.
Oh, I'm sorry. The fact that that there seems to be people waking up a little bit in the scene, and we're starting to get things. We were just talking about like Maverick. I haven't seen it yet. I need to see it. But we're getting what Hollywood's supposed to be about, and that's escapism, which of course Maverick was. Looking at what we got coming out for next year, looking at what we're going to have for with Henry Cavill. I mean, like I said, talk about turning shite into gold. That right there. Really didn't really see much for movies or such. It was kind of a chaotic year in the entertainment thing. But I still have my family, even though the long suffering is unfortunately out of commission right now. I mean, I have my lovely wife and kids. I mean, always seeing how they're growing and expanding there. Next year, I guess I'm going to have a son-in-law. So I mean, that came about. So I mean, there's despite a lot of crap that's happening, there's a lot of good things, and we have to focus on the blessings we have. It's so easy to go for the negative. The blessings, even the little ones, are the things that help us get through and remind us that things aren't always that bad as we think. And I mean, I don't know. We're going to go to what we are looking for next year. Or are we just going to focus on this week now?
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, when it comes around like the entertainment, for once, there's actually 3 films next year that have me piqued for interest. Of course, that's Dune Part 2. I mean, they did such a great job being that. I wish I could mention that for this year, but that was 2021. But we're going to have Dune Part 2. We're going to have Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3, which looks like it could be fantastic. And Cocaine Bear. That looks like it's just going to be completely insane.
Insane. Just turn off your brain and sit back and relax.
Exactly. And it doesn't look like it's even going to be PC. It's just going to be, here we are, a bear going nuts because he's stoned on cocaine. It's like, okay, you got me. It's not going to be for the weak-willed, that's for sure. So, I mean, you got that. I mean, I don't know if there's anything for television or anything like that for next year's exciting. I know people are screaming about what I think Mandalorian 3 is coming out and Ahsoka. I could care less about those. I mean, I'm not saying that even with anger, because I just let it go. But there's what we lose there. It looks like we're gaining in other areas, and let's hope that it keeps building up. I think we're winning, and we have to be positive about that. We just can't go out there and be constantly, oh, it's so horrible, blah, 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 blah. Then nothing's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing you mentioned, just not caring about certain things that are coming out. That's how I'm looking at it going into 2023 for Pop Talk. If I don't talk about a story on Pop Talk, it's either one, I haven't read enough about it, or two, I just don't care about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. And it's like, or maybe you haven't found out about it yet.
True. Let's add that as the third option.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I know that happens to me a lot of times. It's like, hey, you hear about that? It's like, no.
What? What?
Huh?
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah. Exactly. I just woke up. What are you talking about?
Mike, you've been living under a rock, perhaps?
Yeah. I knew you were Patrick.
And you're obviously SpongeBob.
I'm ready.
Would you guys be surprised to learn I was never allowed to watch that growing up?
I'm not surprised. Not at all.
Wow.
I'm serious too. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm surprised at all.
And again, like many others, I still cannot figure out why.
I don't know what to tell you, Paul. I really don't.
Because that show had several levels of humor. You had the level of humor for the kids. You had it for older kids going into teenagers, and you had the adult humor that was in there. Well,
Yeah.
adult that would take a look at that is only going to be seeing the adult humor. It's like, oh, I'm not going to let my kid watch that. And it's like a kid's not even noticing that. They're seeing the younger kids seeing the antics, and then as it gets older, it's like you start seeing it's like the Warner Brother cartoons. It's the same thing. There's so many different levels where you can enjoy it throughout the years. And it's just like I said about Star Trek, the original Star Trek. When you're a kid, it's like, oh, this is a neato space show, aliens, and all that. And as you get older, you start. And then when you get even older than that, and you're adult, you're just like, oh, now I'm seeing a new level of it. So, which is when they sit back and say that Star Trek outgrew us or whatever, they're insulted. It's like, no, Star Trek's been with us. This is how it is. This is lovely storytelling. Why we like sharing it with people.
If anything, you could argue that Star Trek is unfortunately regressing.
Oh, it has regressed completely. I mean, it's beyond regressing because it's not even anywhere in the same ballpark. But we still have Star Trek Online. I mean,
yes.
So we got that out there. We have, of course, all the novels, and we have the movies and the TV shows. Like you going through with Paul. Trying to get through TNG now, and then going to DS9.
Which I do need to mention real quick something about that, Baron.
You can.
Yeah. Bit of a follow up to our little meeting that we had.
Yeah.
I'm going to take pretty much from now until Tuesday to just binge all of season 7 minus All Good Things.
Okay.
We're keeping that separate. But except for that episode and of course Descent Part 2, which we've already talked about.
You're right.
Everything else we're just going to cover in one big mega stream on Tuesday. Just get it over with.
No, just to let you know, yeah, it is weak. I mean, it's not as bad as the first season, and there are some little gems in that season, but overall, you could see it's really dragging down. It's it's getting tired. And
you're right. Fair enough, but I'm also a bit triggered because I like season 1.
Well. I mean, it still was season 1. Yeah, as it goes, there were some gems in season 1. I can list them all off. I mean, 11001001, the battle, conspiracy, the neutral zone. I mean, you did have some good episodes in there. It's just that some of the early ones really tainted it. Especially the first meeting of the Ferengi.
Yeah,
I mean, they did a great job bringing them back as something else. But
anybody,
exactly.
Right.
And I do want to say hello to Jeff Sparks and
glad you're here.
Hey, Pacific, Paul, Bill Oldman, guys. I know I'm just sorry though. I know it's just I'm out here at a bar in my town called Blanco Saloon. I'm just popping in to say, hey guys, a happy New Year. We got another 2 hours until midnight here in Central Time.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Central Park.
Just popping in to say hi. See you guys later.
Yeah,
all right.
Be safe.
Have a good one.
Be safe out there, man.
Yeah, take care, man.
You too. Oh, like,
Yes, be
I'm not
safe.
gonna indulge. Don't worry about
And Gap, please take it easy.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I have told you, you got to stop acting like you're a wrestler. Come on, you're not working for WWE. You're not working for AEW or Impact Wrestling. You got to stop, man. You got to stop. I realize that Steel Cage is tempting, but to leap off the top of it, come on,
Ow.
man.
Ow. Ow. Run up to
Speaking
Canada
of
and get some Tylenol 33. That's stuff with the codeine in it. Ooh.
speaking of injuries, did you hear what happened to AJ Styles, Mike?
No, I didn't.
He got injured at the house show at Madison Square Garden with a broken ankle.
Ow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Owie.
He posted about it earlier today, I believe, on Twitter.
Mm.
Mm.
Ouch.
He said that this is apparently going to be the longest stretch of time that he's been out of the ring due to injury.
And hello, Crit.
Hello.
So, Crit,
He's awake.
positives for 2022.
I hope people stop talking about Star Wars.
Oh, 24/7 here.
Ooh.
But we all know that's not going to happen. I don't know. Just stuff looks a little lighter. So
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, what positives did you see out of 2022?
Yeah.
not much. Well,
Really?
I saw in the Nashville. That was a
Mhm.
positive, and I met Paul and I met people, and
That's a positive.
yeah, I've been on streams. That's a positive. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of feels a little negative the more I think about it, but maybe I'm a downer. So
Nah.
Hey, you got your computer back?
I did.
You did.
Running? There we go. I mean,
There's
despite
a
all that.
positive.
Yeah. And,
Yeah,
you know,
that's positive.
you're not seeing your stories coming out of Guatemala where they sent your computer to and them claiming your hard work for
It's
themselves. So that's
Honduras. It's
Honduras. Okay, thank you, Phil.
Hmm.
I couldn't remember. So
And,
the Honduran.
and the 17-year-old kid that got it was wondering why is there still orca stickers on its tower?
Hmm.
So, guys, do you have any other positives for this year? I mean, you know, there were there were some positives. I know.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it's hard to find them, but there were positives out there. I mean, heck, Isom
Yeah,
for the Rippaverse. That's a
Mhm.
positive right there.
right.
Mhm.
He did what they said he couldn't do or wasn't able to do, and then
Mhm.
and of course they're all butthurt over it. But good. Don't be butthurt when someone's doing something to be successful. So it's and it's not hurting you. Technically, it's not hurting you. Don't get upset. Don't.
Yeah.
It is jealousy. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's got something to be thankful for. And I guess I've got a few. One, I'm still on this side of the soil. Sorry, guys. You have to party some other time for that one. And the other part is that all the people in the group there that are bucking in here, from Bucky's to Mrs. Tag to Gap, Alan, all of you, very happy New Year to all of you. And I wish nothing but the best for you next year. On my side of what I can sit back and say I'm happy for is I was able to get somebody back on the road again after being laid up and having a car go burp and everything else. And then have another one with a granddaughter. And I got both of them back on the road again, back to a normal life, thank God.
Mm.
And there's little things that being an old fart like me, little things that I've done up and down the line for people that I never really thought it would be a big deal, but I guess some ways it turned out to be a big deal. And it kind of overwhelms me that way. And that, some of the people are saying the things about me other than trying to stick a knife in my back. But that's a joke, folks. Laugh.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
But, one of the things that's actually happened to me this year that has really been significant is not only being in here with you, Mr. Pacific. Mike, I'm glad you let me come in. I'm glad that some of the other people let me into their groups. I can't imagine what you guys think of an old fart like me, but on my end of it, I'm really grateful and really love the idea that people actually will let me come in and mouth off, make an ass of myself. But you guys have really been the greatest, and I've never run across in my life that many people out there that suddenly I have no idea who you really are in real life, where you are in real life, but I know who you are here.
Mm-hmm.
And here you let your real self out. And I'm so privileged to be around and in that, yeah, it's been a high point of my life so far this year. And I'm just praying that the good Lord lets me have a good one next year too.
Well, it's like I said before, old man, you are such an interesting person to have a conversation with, especially with all of your different life stories, from your different careers to, your life in general, people that you've known. Why wouldn't I want to have that on my channel?
Well, it's hard for people to believe, but I can't BS about some of this stuff. It actually happened. I've actually done it.
And that's the most profound part of it, is that it's all true.
Mm-hmm.
There is one thing, though, that is not true. You are not an old fart. That's the guy that's sitting up one slot above you on the panel.
Oh yeah, that's him.
He's younger than the Baron.
Yeah.
I don't care. I still call him an old fart.
He's got to mature a little bit to be an old fart.
Yeah. Wow.
Elderly abuse.
Gotcha, Phil.
In 2022 and going into 2023, it's still going on.
It's never going to go away.
Wait,
Phil, what would be a live stream if we didn't abuse you? Because you do abuse us.
Oh, yeah.
You're not.
No.
Oh yeah, but hey,
All I have to say is, Paul, what would the people in your church say if they seen this video of you abusing the elderly?
well, lucky me, I'm not going to be there tomorrow. I'm actually going to be at work.
Whoa.
Oh,
On New Year's Day?
Triple pay.
Wow.
Wow. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Must be good. Tell ya.
Now, Bucky put in there, old fart is a rank that has to be earned.
Mm.
I earned it.
Mhm.
I had 3 children and 6 grandchildren. I earned it. I have the grade to prove it.
Well, you may have
And here I pictured you with jet black hair.
Yeah.
I'm gray. Earned gray. Earned. It's earned.
Well, my white hair is earned too, believe me.
Don't worry, Paul. One day you'll get there. You'll get there.
Assuming I have hair to get there with.
Ooh. Wow. Well, he's on this. So.
Well, how old are you now?
28.
28.
Well, you got a nice head of hair. You might take that. 28. You can, good chance next 30 years you'll still have it.
Okay,
Maybe.
all of you, take a look. I'm 75, and all this is real and mine.
That's what I wish would happen, but then again, I'm looking at my dad, and I don't have hope.
No. That's the wrong way of doing it. You got to look on your mom and her mom's side about your hair. That's how.
Right.
Now, one thing I'll tell you right now to think about. What you're worried about losing your hair?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a cousin by marriage.
Mm-hmm.
He was in high school and going bald.
Wow.
Yeah, Dale just would. There it went.
Mm-hmm.
I had a person I knew in high school. I guess you could call it a genetic defect, but he literally had no hair, no eyebrows.
Yeah.
And no eyelashes, nothing. He had no hair whatsoever.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that. It's not common, but it happens. They'll look at last year also, for people, especially when it comes to the world of sports ball. I hate to say that, but you had the Olympics. We had the Olympics. What?
Speaking of athletes going bald, I've got a picture to share.
You're gone!
You're gone. But we had the Winter
That's
Olympics.
for me.
We of course we had the for people like.
Sorry, Paul, but it's gonna happen.
I know.
I went to school with a girl. Unfortunately, she's passed away.
There's your picture of
Cena's bald.
There's your picture of Fruity Pebbles.
John Cena's bald.
I think Amy Schumer did
Let's
it to him.
go, Cena. Cena's bald.
I went to school with a girl, and she was of German ancestry. Same age as me, same class.
Mm-hmm.
She had dark black hair, but right down the middle, all the way, like a skunk stripe, was white hair.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't dying it. It was genetic.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She was a stinker.
Oh, I can tell you.
I couldn't resist.
But by the way, tonight I'm going to appoint 2 new mods.
Oh.
So, Bucky's Crafting, Black Dragon.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
Oh.
Goodness. What movie is that from?
Dodgeball.
You
I
never
should've
seen that
guessed.
movie, Paul?
No, I've not seen that movie.
I haven't either. I was going to, but I missed it.
Rip Torn. Good old Rip Torn. Rest his soul.
Definitely. Oh, Men in Black. Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm. Beastmaster.
So, there you are. 2 new mods.
Yay.
Bucky's
20 minutes
Crafting.
a week. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Hour and 20 minutes for us.
Look what
19
Black Dragon
minutes
just said.
and 56 seconds
Right
before 2023 rears its head on the East Coast.
And there we go. And so close to the new year, they were given that honor and distinction. See, it's wonderful.
I know a guy in Hawaii that I communicate with, and he made the comment about this year. He's waiting with bated breath to see if there's anything left of the United States by the time it gets out there to him.
Oh, yeah.
He says,
This isn't Y2K. This isn't Y2K.
no, he's thinking about everybody getting drunk and fighting.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Tonight's amateur night, folks. So stay home. Be safe.
Oh, you better believe it is.
I am
Black
home.
Dragon.
That means if I get drunk, at least I'm home. My bed's not too far.
Yeah.
Black
My
Dragon
brother
was
used
in
to
my
refer to this as amateur night.
Black Dragon was in my Skyrim stream earlier, talking about how he thought he was hearing gunshots out his window from people firing off their guns, celebrating the new year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got things popping off around here, too.
Old man is thinking what I'm thinking.
These morons go out there and fire it in the air.
What?
It
Goes up,
comes down.
Like a
Yes.
like a certain YouTuber.
The only thing I hope is these idiots that are firing their weapons off are firing it straight up in the air. Absolutely straight up in the air. The bullet comes right down and gives them some intelligence.
Shoot in the air and whack, and get hit in the head by a duck.
Oh,
Well,
Or at the very least, be smart enough to get blanks.
no.
Unfortunately, they're not that smart enough. Even around here, I know I'm going to hear some people fire off some fireworks and fire off their guns. And
I don't mind the fireworks.
That reminds me, I've got a stash of fireworks out in the garage.
Ooh.
No, they're not mine. I'm not going to touch them.
1991, my state banned all fireworks. And just recently, for just 1 week, are they allowed for selling of fireworks. And that's this week for New Year's and the 4th of July. And I preferred they keep it. They had kept it where there was no fireworks because the amount of people that get, even for the simpler ones, bottle rockets, you'd be surprised how many people lose their fingers. Don't forget, there was recently that Giants football player a couple of years ago was messing with the M80 and exploded in his hand, and he lost a couple fingers.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this one, Phil. 2 summers ago, there was a trio of high school boys that worked where I worked, and they were some of the worst employees ever. I would call them. I would unlovingly refer to them as the unholy trinity. And the most boneheaded thing that they ever did, that somehow didn't get them fired on the spot, mind you, was they set off a firework in the employee parking lot that's covered with trees.
Ooh.
Yeah. Weren't too bright.
Nope.
Again, they didn't get fired that day, though.
Oh, really?
No. 2 of them ended up leaving of their own volition weeks later and quitting. One faked COVID, and then the other got fired for a whole other reason.
Beavis and Butthead and whoever joined along with him.
We had a brother of a classmate of mine. He was not the swiftest bulb on the tree, believe me. His brother was even worse. His brother found a shotgun, an old rusted shotgun, double barrel with hammers. Well, he took it home. Oh, this is great. He went home and he cut the barrels off of it. He cut the stock off of it. He worked with it and everything else. He was going to shoot it off in the air on, guess what? Tonight, but many years ago. Put a couple of 12-gauge rounds in it, closed it up, cocked the hammers, pulled the triggers, and nothing happened. So he put the butt of the gun against the fence post, put the barrels against his chest, pulled the triggers, and was pulling on the hammers. Guess what?
Oh, no.
Natural selection.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
All the people in school were crying over his brother. And I'm sitting there going, thank God he wasn't able to breed.
That's like Luke Skywalker going like this with the lightsaber.
I legitimately have no words for that.
You know, there are people that are just dumb. And that's why they have the Darwin Awards. And I read about some of the things that people have done. And, yeah, they remove themselves from the gene pool.
Sometimes,
thank God they took themselves out and not a lot of other people.
You know, there's some stupid people, like stupid animals, like a chicken. You know, people that raise chickens know that when it rains, a chicken will literally look up and can drown from rain.
How can a chicken drown from looking up in the rain?
Get their mouth open.
Yes.
Turkeys do the same thing.
So they'll literally stand there with their mouth open, let the water come in,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Yeah,
stay there
and-
drowning like that.
Yep.
Yes.
The thing
Turkeys-
about
Wow.
it is
More
these
so.
are bred animals for livestock.
Mhm.
They don't have any of the original brains they had in them. And that holds true for turkeys, believe me.
Mhm.
Just ask my brother-in-law about that. I warned
Yep.
them. But yeah, they will go out there, they will open their mouth when it's raining and literally drown. They say it's a myth. In a light rain, it ain't going to happen. But you get a real gully washer, yeah, they are.
Hmm.
Learn something new every day, don't you, Paul?
Mhm.
And that one's doubly shocking for me because for a time my family raised chickens.
Da, da, da,
Worst,
da, 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 da.
worst. I love my mom and dad, but that was the worst idea hobby they ever got into.
You better believe that.
But you had fresh eggs.
Yeah, but guess who had to clean out the coop every day?
You.
Exactly.
And then pick
I don't
the
see
eggs,
anything.
too.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Kept you out of trouble, didn't it?
No, not really.
But look at this
But here's
way,
the thing,
Paul.
though. Here's the thing.
You
I
learn
put in-
survival skills. You know how to raise and how to clean out a chicken coop. How
Mhm.
many people can say that?
But here's the thing, though. I was putting in all of that work and yet was barely getting any eggs back for it. Like, seriously, for a period of like 3 months or so, we were getting 0 eggs.
You needed a new rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a rooster because mom and
That's
dad
a
thought.
mistake there.
There you go. There you go.
Yep. I don't know why, but
They were
For whatever
trying to
reason,
be smart.
anytime-
A rooster will crow, and sometimes they crow nonstop. So yeah.
I don't think that's what it was. I think what it was they were afraid of not being able to actually use the eggs because the eggs would get fertilized and become baby chicks.
Well, that's the
Oh.
whole idea. You want more chicks to make more
Yeah.
eggs.
Well, you get the eggs out fast. You don't worry about it. They're not going to grow overnight.
Up and you use them.
Yeah. They have to stay
Well-
warm and be moved around.
Well, however it happened, it's not something that I want to do over again. And the funny thing is, a few years after that is when they started dabbling in beekeeping, and I thought that it was going to be just a repeat of that again. But to their credit, they're actually making a very lucrative side
good.
business off of it.
Yeah, honey's pricey. Honey is very
Mhm.
pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs.
Especially
Tag.
if you got the right bees, you can actually well, around here they don't have much of it anymore, but like apple orchards, peach orchards, they need the honeybees because
You bet.
Mhm.
my uncle used to raise bees and have them. He used to get paid good money to take his bees to the apple farmer and to the peach farmer because they needed them to get their trees pollinated.
And a lot of other places that need it too.
Clover fields.
And I will tell you this, especially when he did it with the peach trees, the honey tasted that much better.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the fun thing about it is, it all depends on where the bees are working, and it'll change the taste of the honey.
Right.
Clover honey, right? Apple honey, they all have a different taste.
Marijuana honey.
Oh, what?
I'll pass on that.
Is that
I still
that
like
has to be real?
honey.
Has
but
to be.
It's what scares me is finding out how honey is actually created. And Paul, I'm not going to tell you because if you found out, you would never touch honey again.
He's looking it up now.
I already
Yeah,
know.
he is.
I already know because Dad's already explained it to me.
Bee vomit.
It basically comes from the juices in their brains.
See, it's smart food.
Well, yeah, well, it's the
More
birth of bees.
projectile
Let me tell
vomit,
you.
more like it. But yeah.
Yeah. I already knew this and it doesn't bother me any.
Bucky's absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's bee barf.
Mhm.
Well, I'll say
Now,
that
should we-
It looks nothing like barf, so I'm still able to eat it.
So, should we tell them about natural cased wieners?
Ah,
Yeah, we don't want to overwhelm.
Is that the
Paul
same?
in
Is that the
one
same
stream.
thing as blood sausage?
No.
Phil, I think it was you was telling me about how there's a
That's
certain
not-
type of blood sausage
There's
to stay
different
away from.
kinds. I was telling you about the Portuguese blood.
Yeah,
sausage.
because it's hot. It's
Yeah.
spicy hot.
yeah. Now, like Norwegian blood sausage and German blood sausage isn't as spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Blood sausage in general, I just stay away from.
Well, you need some iron in your system.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do you eat pepperoni and salami?
Pepperoni more so.
Okay. Do you know what they use to case pepperoni?
Red food coloring.
No, I mean the case to wrap around it.
Yeah,
What?
That's the intestines, pig's intestines.
our cow's
That's-
intestines.
That's all sausages that do that.
No, they got you have artificial. They have artificial casing.
Yeah, they got artificial casing,
Yeah.
and really,
Well-
the stuff that's got artificial casing tastes like you know what.
Yeah, that's why
Right.
you want to look for natural cased wieners.
The only thing that's hard is when you had that video of that guy that took a $5,000 Parmesan cheese, authentic from Italy,
You
and
know you
decided
like
to
that
put a-
video.
put a rat on it, and then wants some people to eat the food from it where you dug it out. And yeah, I showed that. That's the only video of yours I showed my mother, and she literally had a heart attack and damned you.
Wow.
Well, you did tell her I was sorry, right?
I did. No, that doesn't work with her. No, that doesn't work, Paul. You practically perform blasphemy.
Well, tell her that I gave you a YouTube channel, and that should make up for it.
She won't even know what that is. She
And
doesn't
I
pay
have to
attention.
reply to something here. I'm sorry, Mrs. Tagg, but no, Mrs. Old Man wants nothing to do with chickens again, except to
Oh
eat them
no.
and eat the eggs.
Yep.
We had enough of that growing up on the farm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. you did.
My state is like, or yeah, it still is almost. It might be number 2 now, but was number 1 for chicken farms. Purdue, Tyson, and all them. Eggs were cheap around here, like $1.99 a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened the last 2-3 months, but they're like $4.99 and
Yeah.
crazy.
hmm
They are literally crazy.
Insane is the proper word.
Yep. And we are 5.5 minutes away from the New Year's on the East Coast. So,
Yeah.
is there
Well,
anything people are looking forward to?
Drop big stupid, you know what?
Is anybody what are people looking forward to next year? I said a couple things.
All right. I'm going to tell you what I'm looking forward to, even though I know it's not going to be the results I'm expecting. But I look forward to it every year. The start of the baseball season. 89 days until opening day.
Spoken like a true masochist.
Tell you what,
I will say when it comes to sports, I used to be very enthusiastic, but this year has proven more than any year that it doesn't matter. You know, for the last couple years, they used to say the Oakland Raiders, you know, they're going to get somewhere. We just need a stadium. You get a custom, top of the line built stadium by the city of Las Vegas, and look at the mess. They're still the same mess that they were in Oakland. So giving them the best stadium or grand stadium, state of the art, it don't mean nothing. It really doesn't mean anything because they're still the same. You know, you move somebody from one house to the other house, if they're dirty, they're going to be dirty in the next house. It's just the way it is.
well, I tell you what, Pacific, I'm gonna start cheering for the Cubs with you if that helps. Because, like I said, I've been meaning to get back into baseball. I've been out of it so long. I really am loyal to no team, so I'm just gonna arbitrarily start.
Wait.
cheering for the Cubs.
I thought you were a Yankee fan.
You know, he's just showing you how quick he can break his ankle.
Yep.
He's showing you how quick he can break an ankle, jumping off that bandwagon.
Well,
Like I said-
just to let you know, I don't know if you truly understand what you're getting yourself into rooting for the Cubs. That's all I'm gonna say. Even though they won the World Series championship 6 years ago, I don't know if you truly understand what you're getting into.
How many times
Dude,
has
I'm
Mike sat back and said, "I need my pain"?
Dude, I'm a Star Wars fan hoping for Star Wars to get better and constantly being disappointed.
Paul, I think
you were
you might be okay with the location of Chicago. But the
Location.
team that you picked, it's the wrong team. You need to pick the White Sox.
I'm okay.
No,
does it help
Phil.
if I phrase
White
it like
Sox.
this? I'm supporting
Phil.
Pacific.
Guess what, Phil? The White Sox, I don't think they're going to be any better than the Cubs this next season.
Well,
I really don't.
as a great friend,
I'm talking as a baseball fan in general. I really don't see either team being that good this coming season.
well, the
I do
stress,
not go to or
the stress
what?
of being in Chicago. You know, the city is going to double hockey sticks, but
It's already there.
Oh yeah,
You know,
we mean
but
going.
as a friend of mine told me, and I believe him every time, if only they could take the ivy out of Wrigley Field, magic can happen.
No,
Okay, Phil, you know what? Phil? I would have been gracious because you have your own channel this year, but it is still 2022 at this moment. But I'm sorry, Phil.
You're gone!
You
Yeah,
know he's
we're-
gonna get you back on his own
Oh
channel.
yeah, you know he will.
I fully expect it. I fully expect it.
1 minute and 30 seconds at the beep.
It's
It ain't
coming.
quite there, folks. Don't get too excited.
Oh, it's
We ain't
coming.
gonna-
Final countdown.
And
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
A minute ago, I should have started singing 2 Minutes to Midnight by Maiden.
Well,
Oh well.
yeah, there we go. You just
Baron, I'm going to be putting that countdown link into the private chat because I have a video I'm going to bring up if I can
Okay.
bring it up quick enough.
okay.
And yes, I'll let you see me for the final time of 2022. Let me go ahead and bring that other file up. And hopefully it doesn't start playing sooner than I wanted to.
I noticed something different tonight with two individuals. Paul really getting back to his military standards with his pillows. Look how fluffy they are.
Where's the timer?
Look how fluffy they are.
25, 20,
And the shock of all shock,
19,
old man must have got on him.
17,
kind of
16,
cleaned and straightened his room.
14,
Look how
13,
straightened up he
12,
looks.
11,
9,
10.
8. I'm trying to get it ready. I
Four,
fucked it up.
3,
3,
2,
2,
one.
1. Happy
Happy
New
New
Year!
Happy New Year,
Yeah.
Ghost.
Come on, Craig.
What was
Come
that?
on. We've had enough of that.
What was that?
That was Hayward.
Oh, did he crack one off?
Perfect timing.
Way to blow
I
into
realize
here.
I fucked that part up. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
All I have
I'm
to
not
say,
gonna argue.
Britt managed to scare my cat.
I meant to play the Death Star explosion, but I had no time. So I had to.
You got an hour to go.
I had to get the bowel explosion. So
Blowing up the New Year's, old year, I mean.
That's right. Because let's all be honest. The 2020s have sucked these first 3 years.
Yeah.
Let's hope 2023 is a year that everything turns around.
I'm rooting for that,
Yeah.
man. We got some light at the end of the tunnel here, so let's hope. I'm excited for some stuff.
I am too.
Oh, by the way, Phil, I'm going to trigger the ever-loving crap out of you right now.
The first trigger of 2023.
There we go. The
Here
first
on
trigger.
Pacific 414.
Yeah.
There.
That poor pillow. It looks nice and fluffy, you know.
So
I don't
We
use
were-
that pillow anyway, so whatever.
So we were still in 2022. How is 2023 going so far?
I bring you a message from the future.
Don't feel any different.
Don't come here. Stay where you are. It hasn't changed. It's just gotten worse.
It's pointless.
Thank you,
because,
Doc Brown.
We can't give you any winning lottery ticket numbers. So
Where's
Darn.
Where's that darn cash money?
you know
Such a party pooper.
he's celebrating a new year with the CCP party, and
He still has 3 more hours before he joins the rest of us in the 2023.
I know.
he's got to put
I got
hammers and
I got a
sickles
couple
up.
more times to play that sound clip. So
What time zone are you in?
I'm in the same. I'm on the west coast.
Oh, you
East.
got ways to go yet.
The last coast.
Yep.
The Lost Coast.
Yeah, you're
That too.
time zones away.
So now that we're in 2023, at least here on the East Coast,
Mhm.
and Barrett, I'm still going to ask you this question.
Yeah.
What are your goals for your channel in 2023?
Well, get back to now that the new year is coming around. Get back to doing those shorts that I used to do. Get those regularly put out there. Get the program going. Even if it means it's going to be at a different time, I don't know. But try to continue interviewing people who are content creators and not even content creators. And just get that other side of who they are, so people get an idea that behind a lot of this is real people, real passion, reasons why their loves and even their hates on certain things. Why they went a certain way or like a certain thing. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, going at. Basically, kind of redoing what I was doing, but just tweaking it around here and there. Of course, having you and Cash get more involved with stuff. We're all kind of working all together, helping Phil get going. So I'm looking at that aspect too. So be able to help all of us out around, and then whatever my thing is, of course, still working with the Kings. I look forward to that, and the various programs that we all work on together. So that is what my goal is try to stay sane in this whole bloody mess. I think this is going to be an exciting year in a positive way. Yeah, we're going to have downs. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be something where you and I, Mike, and everyone else, going to come out and say, we want to try to be positive, but this time we have to talk about this BS. But I think we're going to be looking at a lot of positives, and we're probably going to look at a few meh. It's like, oh, whatever, which is still better than negative. So,
Well, let's see what's coming out. What is coming out?
We are getting the Super Mario Brothers movie this year.
yep.
That's
Mhm.
big.
It's good.
We're getting Doom Part 2. We're getting Guardian of the Galaxy 3. About the only thing that looks interesting out of the MCU. We got Cocaine Bear.
Is that the raccoon that I see from The Great Outdoors?
We got Beast Wars.
Baron, is that a
Okay.
raccoon?
This? Yeah. That's Rory Raccoon.
Paul never seen The Great Outdoors, so
No, I
he
have
will never
not.
get that reference.
Oh, you never seen that one? Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Isn't it shocking the movies that he missed out on? The Great Outdoors.
John Wick.
Great movie. John
Wick
Candy and Dan Aykroyd. Great movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And this is no insult to John Candy. I always thought he worked better when he was working with somebody, not when he was solo. Yeah, I mean, he had like Uncle Buck and all that, but when we start thinking about John Candy films, it's like Planes, Trains, and Automobile with Steve Martin or The Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd. He always seemed to be great working off of somebody
Yeah.
and really
even
shined that way.
even in Stripes
Yeah.
as Ox.
Yeah. I'm Dewey Oxburger. My friends call me Ox. Hi, Ox. Yeah, I'm a little overweight. No.
The best John Candy story I can remember was the 89 Super Bowl with Joe Montana against the 49ers against the Cincinnati Bengals. And he's doing that last minute drive. And in the huddle, he stops and he points it to everybody in the huddle and goes, "Oh, look, there's John Candy." And there was John Candy.
Mm-hmm. He was such a goofy, lovable guy,
Bucky,
Bucky
I want to
together.
wish you a happy New Year and a merry belated Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
had
and
to
your
tell
family.
Kathy Happy New Year's because, she's one of like maybe 5 New Englanders I actually like.
Yeah.
And here goes Phil, the first I don't like this of the year, but I'll make an exception for you.
I'll
Well,
make exceptions. There are
Thanks.
exceptions.
Thanks, Phil, for turning 2023 to shit right away. Thank you.
Hey, what can I say? Read what
Yes.
it says under my name. I hate you all.
Yeah, I
And
see
by the
that.
way, 2023 is going to be the year that Phil finally realizes just how good and influential a musician Tommy Thayer is.
Oh, no.
No, never happened. Never. No. Not even he can say people are never going to recognize him as a guitar player because how can you call yourself a legitimate guitar player, a creative guitar player, where everything is copied and stolen from somebody else?
Excuse me, I copy and steal everything else that I do for guitar
No
playing.
comment.
Yeah.
No
you're trying
comment.
Kidding, of course.
You
So
have
you-
some originality to you, Paul.
So you're
Tommy
trying to
Thayer
say
does not.
he's like the Amy Schumer of guitar players.
That's why they call him Tommy Faker.
Faker. Ooh.
Somebody's hitting below the belt there.
Well, I could have said Uncle Milty.
Don't get that one.
Oh, Milton Berle?
I do.
Elton Burl.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Obnoxious individual. I hate
Oh.
it.
Oh.
So-
He was known for stealing everybody's act, and everybody knew it. He even
I
confessed
asked
to it.
Paul one time,
Like Carlos
I said,
Mencia?
"Do you like the beaver?" And he goes, "Yeah, I like beavers. Animals are pretty cool." I said, "No, but do you like beaver? Leave it to beaver." Yeah, I don't know what that is. He doesn't know who the beaver is.
No
Oh,
clue.
gee, Wally.
Oh, jeez.
Golly gee.
With Hugh Beaumont.
hmm
2023, we're going to get Paul educated to some of this stuff. He's going to be wiser, older, and wiser.
What? Well, Phil, what if I don't want to learn any more about the stuff I've missed? What if I like triggering people with saying, "Hey, I haven't seen this, and I like seeing your negative reaction to it," huh?
Well,
Is
all
that
I
like-
have to say is we're not Doomcock here. We're going to force you.
I know you're
Feels
Phil,
like
so your
love.
reaction's even better.
Well, I mean, for credit, you're going to wallow around in your ignorance and be proud of it?
I mean, if you're gonna wallow around in your ignorance and be proud of it, man.
That's kind of
God.
unintentionally what I'm already known for.
Well, I mean, I can understand if it's
Oh,
about the Kardashians or reality TV, but come on, we're talking about good stuff here.
Caddyshack
I
too.
know.
Caddyshack.
You know what,
God bless that
Paul?
movie.
You know what? It's the first of 2023, and I'm sorry, man, but some things have to be done.
All right, youngster, out you go.
Don't come back! Ever!
Wow, the first time this year.
Yeah.
On the calendar.
As a matter of fact, I know I already played it twice this evening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it again. Why? Because I can.
You're gone!
Oh, welcome back. Oh, he's still here. Okay.
Are you ever gonna learn your
God.
lesson, young man?
No, crit. Put
I
the
see. Here's the thing.
comrade.
You reacted, therefore I win.
Listen to that.
Oh,
You forget,
Lenin.
Paul.
Get
Here,
the image of Lenin.
I am the emperor,
And what is an emperor?
and here,
And what is an emperor to an anarchist?
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
No, I like the one better that has Cash with the butt chin. The
Yeah,
butt
where's the
chin.
butt? He has to have the butt chin, man. He needs the butt chin. Yeah.
No.
Where is?
There's no butt chin there.
I think it's being covered by the Lord Crit name. Isn't it? No, the other one. Other way.
Nope. It's another image because nothing.
Yeah. Oh, we have a.
butt chin.
That one has a little bit of one.
There's a
He's got
double
just
butt.
there.
Double butt. Get it? Double butt.
Double your pleasure, double your butt. Yeah. There we go. There. There we go. There's Cash. There's the Cash, man.
Well, if we're showing off edited pictures,
Not that horror. Please no. Please no. Our population is declining for lack of births.
or maybe this one.
No. And that is absolute horror.
Hey, that's Phil.
all right. You know what?
Horror.
Oh,
You know what? There, it's the old man group. That's right, you youngins. Out you go. Disrespect your elders like that.
Well, it's nice to get more people champion the cause of elderly abuse.
well, I'm waiting sincerely.
Brett's
Here, there he is. There he is. Paul Smeagol.
Hey, that's what he looked like in Nashville.
That's him after a Mexican Iron Man beat him in the lightsaber duel.
Yeah, exactly. That's how he looked. Wow.
That's him saying, I can't believe I lost. I can't believe I lost.
Pacific, what's our current win-loss record in WWE 2K, though?
It doesn't matter what our win-loss record is.
I think it does.
And I do want to say hello to Tim, Coffee on Corban.
Oh, hey.
Yes, 2023 here on the East Coast.
It's already chaotic. Already chaotic.
Really politically correct. Everybody here gets a medal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lord Great gets the medal. Just because. He's an orca.
The one thing I really want to look forward to next year is Phil putting in things like, instead of I hate you all, I love you all. You're my best friends.
Oh, that'll never happen.
You heard what his outro was last night, right, old man?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again for us, Phil.
I forgot.
You said sayonara, suckers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Sayonara, Sakas.
Yep. Oh, also Pacific.
He got us.
Never do
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
There it is. There it is.
Let me just
The
go ahead and
Baron.
play a clip for that.
Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage, Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. I am the Lord and Master of the Ring.
I think I'll Wookiee though there.
Where's the Ewok Baron? The one that just demands that you have to scratch his belly.
I know that demands a.
There,
Oh.
there it is. There it
Well,
is.
that's
There it
me.
is. Scratch my belly.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's what happens when you watch Caddyshack 2. You get hair in your chest and your belly.
Yeah.
So think about this now,
Caddyshack
Paul. I mean,
Patty Jack will help you get through life.
yeah. I mean, I bet you Paul got some more hair on his chest after watching that movie. Especially with Jackie Mason. He loved Jackie Mason so much.
I just remember the cries of pain coming from Crit going, I can't do it no more.
I can't do
it not another minute.
And whose fault was that, Phil?
You mean to say that you caused
Emotional damage.
Oh, you know he did.
Yeah. Here's Paul on HRT.
Get that off the screen. Fine, I'll do it myself.
He has the power. Da, 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 da.
You have to remember, I told everybody I'm not a racist. I hate everybody equally.
Yep.
You have to see, old man, the image of Cash Money as Lennon. I mean, he is his twin. He is his twin. He is Lennon. He can actually look like Lennon.
Why are we picking on Cash?
He's not here to defend himself.
There you go.
He is a co-host of Pop Talk, so why are we picking on him?
He can handle it. He can handle it. He can handle it. If not, well, too bad. He wasn't on for that. He set me up for the ambush, and he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
He let me down.
Oh.
No, he did apologize. He said,
let me get up my violin.
Yeah.
He couldn't put the CCCP meeting records away for 5 minutes. But he did apologize and said he will make it up. And I have something wonderful in store for him.
So what's the matter, Master Paul? You didn't like my performance in Caddyshack 2? I tell you, what's wrong with you, Mashugama? I did my best out there. I was playing the part. You even sat back and said,
"Oh, he yeeted himself."
Wow, he's gone completely.
Yeah, he yeeted himself. I didn't do anything.
He hit delete. Wow.
The power of Jackie Mason compels you.
Wow. Corey was that traumatized by Caddyshack 2.
Yeah, I tell you.
Look, it's Snoke.
That is what I think of Jackie.
No, I'm serious. You gotta see like a World According to Me. He's good in that. It's just Caddyshack 2 was not his shining moment.
There he is.
I believe you, Baron.
Comrade Lennon. There he is. Look at him, old man. Look at him. Does he or does not look like Lennon?
Hello.
Have you guys seen Klingon Mike?
Oh yes, this hard. He looks like a reject from the wrestling team.
Well, I know the one looks like Kiss in the bottom there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And here
also that doesn't look anything like a Klingon.
Yeah.
I mean, the one on the left looks like Road Warrior Animal.
Yeah. And then the top two looks like Discovery Klingorks.
And here's the right looks like a bad attempt of being part of what's that game I forgot that Baron plays? Warhammer.
Yeah, here's Mike. Here's Mike if he got the Captain America super serum. So.
I am one ugly mofo in that pic.
You know what, Crit? The only person you did not do these images, you didn't do one with old man in there.
Oh, I'm gonna do old man.
Oh, careful, old man.
And put in old man as Father New Year's.
Oh,
yeah. I got. Let's see here. I got one that's Frankenstein. Oh, that's no one.
That guy, no. We can't get political.
Please don't.
Who said that was a politician? It could. I think it was a guy on stream. You never know. Yeah, but let me see. I did.
That's not a very good edit of Michael.
I did Lenny if he was in
There's
Cyber.
no mole.
Lemmy
It's
in
gotta have a
Cyberpunk.
mole on its left
So-
face with 5 long hairs that float in the wind, look like an octopus. That's Lenny. That mole is priceless. The cigarette and everything else you got perfect, but no mole.
Leave it to Phil to be a purist.
Yeah, but would you guys like to know what's going to occur on Pacific 4 and 4 in 2023?
No.
Too bad, you're going to hear it anyway.
Uh-oh.
Now that it's 2023, and I mentioned this 2 weeks ago on Pop Talk, open panels are now going to 2 times per month. However, that does not mean I'm not going to send out invites to folks that have been on Pop Talk in the past if they are able to come on. I'm still going to do that. But I feel that Pop Talk needs to go to 2 open panels a month because it doesn't really warrant having it each and every live stream.
Oh.
I think it should be, more of a, occasional thing. Again, doesn't mean I'm not going to send out invites. I'm still going to send out invites. It just won't be open invitation. I have thought about this long and given it very, various looks, go to 2, go to 3, maybe only 4 open panels. But I was thinking to myself, and I've talked to a couple of people, and I already made my decision, and it is still going to 2 open panels per month. 1 on a Sunday, 1 on a Wednesday. Also, just as a reminder, I am going to be experimenting with different times for Pop Talk in 2023. So the Sunday edition, there won't be one this Sunday because we're having a Sunday show as of right now. But next Sunday, I'm going to try 1 p.m. in the afternoon again. That will be an open panel for that Sunday show at 1 p.m. This coming Wednesday will be 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That will not be an open panel. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on that for Pop Talk. And also, my main goal for 2023 is to give those who have been here and those who have yet to come better content. It may be primarily live streams because I have to admit to myself, I much prefer doing live streams as opposed to doing recorded videos. Not to say that I won't put up pre-recorded videos. I probably will, but I'm going to focus primarily on live streams. And the baseball talk on the channel, it's not going away. Especially when the baseball season starts to pick up more. But just as with my post-game recaps for the Cubs on Pop Talk, I'm going to tell it like it is when I need to tell it like it is. But I'm also not going to discuss topics, especially if I have no horse in the race as far as a particular topic is concerned, or I don't know about a particular topic, or I just quite frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Ooh.
But the main goal is to improve the quality of the content. And I think I can do it. And I don't just think I can do it, I know I can do it. So What do you all think?
I think it's a great idea.
It's it's a wonderful idea.
Go for it.
Whatever you want, it's your show.
Mm-hmm. I am going to mention, though, that at this point I am going to go ahead and drop out for the night.
I understand. You have work in the morning, so.
Mr. Triple P.
Mm-hmm. So I will see you guys. I think tomorrow. Usually we do a Sunday stream. We will do one, but I think it'll just be maybe a gaming stream or something kind of low key.
Oh, no.
And then starting next week, we're going to be back into the full swing of things, of course, starting with Tuesday Night Trek, which is going to be the entirety of TNG Season 7 minus Descent Part 2, because we've already talked about that, and minus All Good Things. That's going to be next week, or the week after, rather. I'll talk to Michael, and we're going to get back with TOS Revisited. And then I don't know yet what we're going to do for Animation Friday, but that will likely come back too. And then, of course, Sunday, we are refocusing the Sunday streams back to Star Wars. And I'm going to go ahead and announce it now. Sunday the 8th, we are going to be taking a fresh look at A New Hope. And I want to do it from the standpoint of trying to find something in A New Hope that I've never noticed before.
Really?
Yep.
Are you talking about the original, or are you talking about the remaster?
Probably the remaster.
Here, Paul, I might suggest you for something for you and Baron if we're going to do A New Hope. Mm-hmm. There is a professionally made fan edit of A New Hope. I know that's blasphemy. That uses that pretty much makes it more consistent. That even though the special edition didn't make it consistent, I would. It's called A New Hope Revisited, and there is a purist edition for people who don't want, they don't want too much edited. But I thought we could take a look at that because I actually think The Empire Strikes Back Revisited is the best version of the movie ever done. Yeah, I think it's even better than Despecialized. And I haven't really checked out A New Hope, the Purist Edition, because that's what we would probably watch. But it's something new. It's been out there for quite a while, but I highly recommend The Empire Strikes Back if we revisit that one too. So
yeah, I intend to revisit all six Star Wars movies. So yeah, we can do that if you want.
Oh, I have an example of how good, and I'm going to turn off the volume because I'm going to just show what they actually did, because this is next level. And you play the game Battlefront, and to me this makes it so much consistent to the movies more than or the games. And there you go. Here we go.
Oh wow. Hold on, go back to the scene where all the TIE fighters are chasing them. That looks amazing.
TIE fighters.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now obviously we're gonna get to obviously I want to talk some details obviously, so but like this part right here, because you see the AT-AT.
Wow.
Does it have an easy mode for Paul?
Yes,
I'm sure it does.
It's at.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will definitely take a look at the New Hope version of that. Where can we? Are
I
you
have it.
So you're
I have both
volunteering
of
for a
them.
watch party
Yes.
then?
The
All
New
right,
Hope
perfect.
is not in HD though, but
That's fine.
the Empire is in HD though. But.
All right, that's fine. All right, well, that sounds like a plan. In the meantime, I will see you guys later. Happy New Year. And just remember, if you needlessly struggle with your video games and you're getting frustrated to the point that you're going to break your controller, there's a special thing out there called easy mode. Phil, what's
1-800-555-DEAD. Dead.
All right, I do have
Folks,
to go too. So,
do you or someone you know play their games on easy mode because they say it helps progress you through the story? Do they say they don't want to go through the struggles of playing on a higher difficulty level? If you do, call this number on your screen right now. 1-800-555-NOOB. That's 1-800-555-NOOB. We will help your easy mode player progress to a higher level.
okay. I gotta go, so I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, Grit.
Have a happy New Year, obviously. I was glad to ruin that countdown because I'm good at doing that. So
you're
all right.
See you next year, Chris.
See ya. Yeah,
Care,
yeah. I'll make it even louder next to New Year. All right, bye.
Bye.
See you later, Crit.
Now, I thought for sure that phone number would be 1-800-555-PAUL.
No, noob.
Nope.
Newbie.
Well, he always plays it in easy mode. You know, he'd know all about it.
Yeah, call him a noob. We're trying to get him help. We're trying to seek help for him.
You see, I may die over and over again when I play Evil West or any other game that I'm playing on a higher difficulty. But at least I make the effort to try to complete the game on that higher difficulty.
Because he's an animal.
No, because there's one good reason. You all know it. And if you don't know it, well, you're going to find out about it now. There's one good reason why I do it.
I don't want my pain taken away. I need my pain.
Yep.
Oh,
He needs his pain.
masochist.
Well, the Cubs did it to me first, so
Yeah, well, he's a Cubs fan. You know, he's used to it.
everyone else would be going, make it stop. I'd be going, you call this pain?
No, let's really discuss pain. Pain. The meaning of pain. When your own fans prevent you or your team for going into the World Series. You know, that day, young man putting on the headphones. Why he's listening to music while he's watching it.
Phil, he wasn't listening to music. He was listening to the radio call. And also, he didn't impact the game. The Cubs imploded like they always do. The other shoe dropped off the foot. I knew it was going to happen, and it happened. Yes, I was mad at first. But I had to step back and realize, no, the other shoe was going to drop eventually. And it did.
It really, really did.
Because I said this to my parents many times. As a Cub fan, you know when it's about to happen. You know when a big inning against the Cubs is about to happen because you can see it.
Guy's name that was the outfielder, was it
Moises Alou?
Yeah, he used to
salute.
play for Montreal when they had a
Yeah,
baseball
yeah.
team.
He was with the
known for
Expos. He
going
was
up there
with
and
the
catching,
Marlins. He was with the Astros and the Cubs.
but he was known for going up on the. He would actually jump onto. Well, not really. He didn't grab. I mean, he had the ability to. How he did it, it still amazes me. Go up onto the green of the wall and catch some of these balls that would be out of the park home runs. But yeah,
Well, I mean, you watch the outfielders. It doesn't matter if they're in left field, center field, or right field. Their momentum's carrying them to that outfield wall, and depending on the layout of the ballpark and the wall, they'll leap up, grab up on the wall, pull themselves up, and rob a run. Unfortunately, you try to do that at Wrigley, you smack yourself into the brick wall behind the ivy.
that killer ivy. I'm telling you, man.
It's not the
Killer
ivy, it's the wall. It's a brick wall, not the
How would
ivy.
you like to get tangled up in that ivy?
It's not my problem.
I'd love to have my picture taken in the ivy.
It all depends on what ivy looks like.
Yeah.
Well, thank God they only allow one stadium, and why they allow even that one to have the ivy in the outfield. But yeah.
And Black Dragon's asking, speaking of animals, do you have any thoughts about the upcoming Transformers movie? I have reservations about it, especially after every other Michael Bay Transformers movie that we received. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Transformers movie that anyone needs to concern themselves with. And I'm going to go ahead and play this clip.
Disrupts my coronation! Coronation, Starscream? This is bad comedy. Megatron? Is that you? Here's a hint. Will anyone else attempt to fill his shoes?
That's what Optimus should have done to Hot Rod. Rodimus. That's what he should have done.
But he's a good guy. He doesn't do stuff like that.
I don't care. Hot Rod was terrible. Terrible.
Yes, Black Dragon has it right there. Pain lets you know you're alive.
And then I'm living pretty good, I guess.
Yep, and Nova Vaughn's exactly right. Junior was probably the best guy out there in the outfield who was able to rob guys of home runs.
I would think there is one that was better. Notoriety, but we do know him. He played for the Padres all them years. I can't think of his name right now, but it'll hit me.
Tony Gwynn was better at the plate than he was in the field. If you're talking about Tony Gwynn,
yes, but I felt he was a good outfielder. Stole a lot of, caught a lot of balls that should have been out of the park.
Yeah, but you know who was a great outfielder? It didn't matter which team he played for. Whenever he was out there, Ricky
Henderson.
Oh yeah, Ricky Henderson.
He was a good one. He was known for catching balls that he would dive in the field to catch balls. And the man was always, I won't say always, but he was healthy. And I don't care what anybody says. If you watch that 93 World Series when he was with the Blue Jays, if he wasn't on second base and Mitch Williams didn't have to keep looking over his shoulder, scared that he was going to steal third, I don't think he would have left that pitch that Joe Carter hit that home run.
Well, I mean, Mitch Williams, he was an okay closer. I mean, gave me headaches when he was the Cubs closer.
I used to.
But what closer hasn't given me headaches wearing a Cub uniform?
Excuse me.
I always hated when they used to play that Wild Thing. Oh God,
I love that song.
Yeah, Wild Thing. Mitch Williams was his nickname.
Mitch Williams was one of them relief pitchers. When he was on, he was on. But when he really stunk up the joint, he really stunk up the joint.
But did he have a bad effect because of the lights that you put in?
I don't know, because when he was with the Phillies, he had a crazy team. That team was, that team was crazy. And I think one of them, what's his name? He used to play. He played on the Phillies, but he started out with the Mets. He's still in jail. Lenny Dykstra.
Yeah.
Lenny Dykstra. I forget what he did to get put in jail.
I don't remember this.
But he was a good outfielder. Wasn't a great hitter. Okay leadoff hitter, but he was great in the outfield.
Against certain teams, and yes, I am talking about the Cubs. Against certain teams, he was a pain in the ass. But that happens. You have players. They might stink against everyone else, but they play a certain team, and they look like an all-star.
Thank you, Black Dragon. Well,
in the area of football, the only one I'm going to ever bet on is the team with the most felons.
The Raiders. They used to be known for having people that were on probation and on work release and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The only one that I could tell you that I remember, and it wasn't a Raider, was the guy when they had the strike and they had the scabs. The Washington Redskins got a guy that literally out of jail. He was allowed to Richardson. He was allowed to come play football and do the practices, but as soon as he was done, he had to go back into jail. Yep. And they finally were nice enough to give all the scab players of the 87 Washington Redskins their Super Bowl rings, which they deserve, because if it wasn't for them going, 5-0, I don't think Washington would have even made it into the Super Bowl that year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you wouldn't have had Doug Williams break the wall down for being the first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. So, look, I left everybody speechless.
Oh, you always do, Phil.
What can I say?
But I think I'm going to head off.
I was going to say, no, I think this is a good moment to wrap this up, because I didn't want to go too long.
And Phil knows a way to just close the room. I mean,
somebody has to be the closer.
You're a good closer.
He was one of my men that I love being as a, he can close out a good game, except for that infamous one that, we won't go there.
Happy New Year, DJ.
Happy New Year's.
Yes.
Happy New Year's.
And as far as Jet Sparks, I'm sorry. We're not going to be here to wish in the new year for us in the Central Time Zone.
We got to go to bed. We're old. We need our sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're old. We need our sleep. We're cranky early in the morning. And
oh, yeah. And I just can't.
I have to say one thing, because he's not here. And I'm not talking cash money. I'm missing Anonymous. I have to hear the song. I need to hear the song before we go.
He's on the mend. Like he said the other day, he tweaked his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
But he's on the mend, and
cool.
Will be. Her and I both know how that feels.
I will be talking to him. I'll be talking to Jet Sparks. Like I said, anyone who's been on Pop Talk in the past, I will be reaching out to you in case you ever want to come on to the show. I'm going to try not to do it the day of or the week of. I'm going to try to give you enough notice. This way, if you got something going on, you can say, well, Mike, I can't do it this week, but can I come on this week? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I'm contracted, so.
But
you're contracted with what?
But for you, Phil, And no, Baron, you're not contracted.
Nah, I'm kidding. You know that.
I know. I
But I'm a
know.
co-host, so I'm going to be there.
Yeah. But because you asked for it, and even though he's not here, but
Yeah.
he'll see this. He'll see this. I know.
You know you will.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it for the first time in 2023. Anonymous. Anonymous. Anonymous.
Do.
Here we go. Yes.
I really love that.
And I'm waiting for the first time we hear Phil McCracken say, "Get off my stream."
Like, get off my yard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I say that quite a lot.
I
Think
was-
the youngins out there, they know, that old man, he's crazy. We better stay off his yard.
Yeah.
No, I don't say that to anybody. You do. I'm the old man, remember?
Yeah. You can walk on the yard. I ain't going to complain.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us tonight. Like I said, normally I don't stream this late, but tonight's an exception.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that 2023 is a better year for all of us.
Yeah.
2020s have sucked so far. Let's hope that 2023 is the one year that says, nah, I've seen what you guys have done, and I've seen that road that you guys keep taking. I'm going to take this road, the better road.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Better road, better times ahead.
You suffered enough. Time to take it easy.
Yes, because we've lost so many people these last 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't remember a time in my lifetime where we've lost so many people.
Mm-hmm. Even with this last couple of weeks.
Yeah. But I know you're all here. I appreciate you all being here. And I am going to do my damnness to give you better content in 2023. So thank you all. Baron, any last?
The only thing I gotta say is happy 2023. Let's all of us make this a better year. Let's all go in there positive. Let's not be looking at all the bad stuff that we have been lately. And let's look at the positive and root for the positive, and it's going to happen. And I said it before. About a year and a half ago. 5 years. Within 5 years, things are going to change, and we're seeing it. And yeah, there's going to be bumps. Nothing's perfect, but you know what? We are going in the right direction, and let's encourage that, and let's keep that positive mindset. Because if we don't, we're just gonna be encouraging ourselves to lose, and we don't want that. So remember what we love, encourage what we love, and promote what we love. Most importantly, if you run across something you like, just like the old days, word of mouth is more important now because we're not getting it through the other press. So, Star Wars was word of mouth. Several other films and TV shows were word of mouth. You like it, let's talk about it, and let's be positive about it. It's not time to be a Debbie Downer. We're going in the right direction. So,
yes. And another thing, if you see a YouTube channel that you like, spread the word.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And if it's a YouTube channel that you watch frequently and you're enjoying what they're doing, keep spreading the word.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean, let's look at this guy right here. By next year, I want him to be at 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be surprising. I mean, in a good way. In a good way. I'm not being negative about that. It'd be a very pleasant, happy surprise. So it just means I gotta start kicking my butt a little bit here. So which I'm gonna do. And let's get some good quality content out there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's not forget another guy that we want.
Exactly.
Right there. Mm-hmm.
I hate
I
Bill
already,
McCracken.
I already put a bug in his ear about something we could talk about sometime here. So
Yes.
I just want to say I did notice something when we were looking at Baron there. His neighbor across the street shut off the blue Christmas lights. Matter of fact,
oh
they shut off all the lights.
yeah, they're all off. So I that's good. And notice the dogs have not been barking so much tonight because
No
of all the
lights.
visitors. Yeah, well, yeah, and all the people aren't driving through here like they were. So
And not only do I want to see Phil and Baron get to 1,000 subscribers, I want to see Paul and the Star Wars guys get to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
mhm.
You know what's holding them back? Let's be honest. We know what's holding them back.
You.
No,
Me.
no. It's the fact that he has great live streams when he's playing games. It's the fact that he plays on easy mode. I think if you drop the easy mode, just moved it up to normal, he might get about 300 or 400 subs. But then there's the other shoe. We never talk about it much. Paul admits to cheating.
Yeah, he did that the other night.
Yep. And a lot of people don't want to watch cheaters. I'm just saying.
Cheater.
But maybe we can help in 2023 to break Paul. There's a lot of movies out there he didn't see, which he should have seen by now,
Mm-hmm.
and get him to play on at least normal mode. At least normal mode. People would be happy. His brother plays on normal mode. He doesn't play on easy. Just saying.
Normal mode is easy to play. I mean, I don't understand why you have to go to easy mode. Normal is just fine.
Well, easy is just one step, barely one step again above CPU versus
Versus
CPU. That's the worst. That's the unspeakable evil of gaming. What's the purpose of CPU versus CPU?
Yeah, kind of like we were going after Coach the other night about that.
Yeah.
Made him kind of cringe a little bit there, Phil.
No, he's like Paul. He loves to play on easy mode. Okay. But see, the difference is his channel is already there. Paul's isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Be honest.
Let me ramble on. New Year's, bedtime. Tomorrow is a new day.
But, in all seriousness, I want to do what I can to help other channels grow, just like you guys have helped me grow.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't want to just rest on my laurels and go, it'll be fine. I can just keep doing it that way. No. I know the channel needs to evolve, and, Phil, you got a new channel. If you ever need help doing something or you want to know how to do something, ask me.
Well, do you have a wrench?
I do have a wrench on your channel.
I made peace with somebody, but there's a comment. He needs to be wrenched out of here. Padawan wannabe. How dare you put down Skyrim? Skyrim does never hold anybody back. You never know. One day, even old man might be playing Skyrim.
What?
You never know.
I doubt it.
Idiot mode on the game.
Well, maybe Baron would be nice and give you a nice console that includes having a copy of Skyrim, and lo and behold, we have another person that plays Skyrim.
Well,
no.
Maybe when they get they got the big sale again, I'll get it, and I can help have you be my enabler in that area.
I don't enable anybody. I just, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
That's enabling.
Just like you didn't whisper into Paul's ear, watch Caddyshack 2. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cash and I were like, no. We're doing our Cobra Kai thing.
Paul had to watch it.
And then you guys came.
It's like going out
came
for
by
a
the
first
stream,
date.
and I did throw out a lifeline. I'm like, Come on.
But it's like going out on a first date. You can't tell. You can tell somebody and explain everything about going out until the first date, but until you actually experience the first date, it doesn't mean a thing until you actually do it. So he had to watch Caddyshack 2 on his own.
Oh God, no.
If you want to see me enable, wait.
Some of the logic there don't equate.
No, it
I am
doesn't.
going to
Nope.
get Paul to watch Porky's.
Yes.
That's my goal.
He's
Porky.
not gonna watch it. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
Animal House.
I like
Yeah.
Porky's.
I like Porky's. I like all the Porky's.
We need to get him with Stripes, though. We got to watch Stripes
Yeah.
with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely Stripes.
And that's
What kind of training do you have, gentlemen? Army training, sir. Razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
No, they don't.
No,
they do not.
Oh, they can't.
Well, they kind of did already with Maverick. That's why it's like this is holding hope. We can start seeing stuff like that. That's what I have hope for. We are going to see movies like that, and I think we will.
Yeah.
I mean, this Cocaine Bear that's coming out looks like it's going to be just in that same area of just a politically incorrect, irreverent humor.
Yeah.
Just by watching the previews for that. I mean,
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's going to be one of those movies where you sit back, relax, you have your bucket of popcorn or whatever your movie snack of choice is with your beverage and sit back and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, and films like that need to be rewarded by people seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I miss? We used to have, like, especially in comedy and comedic movies, the duels, like Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin, Abbott Costello, Lowe and Hardy. They made great stuff. And even though they're not a duo, I'll say the triples, the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
But see, I shouldn't say Three Stooges because Three Stooges really didn't do movies. They were that little time there, maybe 15, 20 minutes between one movie and the next
they were
movie,
shorts.
They were the filler.
They were the original shorts.
Well, the Stooges did do a couple movies.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, pretty much they were doing a lot of shorts. But yeah, they did do a few movies, and and that's just it. That's why I'm saying that, and it was not a put down for John Candy that he worked great with other people because he was used to working with others with SCTV, and it takes great talent to be part of a duo. Whether that was with Steve Martin or Dan Aykroyd, he was perfect in that one. If they could have found someone that he could have been working with more consistently, just imagine what he could have done. But yeah, we need to have comedy teams of one fashion or another now. And I remember there were even in the '80s. I was watching something where they were bemoaning that it's like you don't have that no more because people's egos are just so big. A lot of times they don't want to have that.
I got a kick
They
out
don't
of
want to share the spotlight.
and I can't remember exactly who he was, but he was a character actor. He was always up there, but never the big star.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I love what I'm doing because I'm always in movies. I'm always making money. And last year, I made more than the big stars.
Mm-hmm. And it's not necessarily the amount of time you have is what you have for the time and what you can do with it and how good that role is. You can just go out there with a small role in it and it's like, whoa, and that's all you need. And it'd be nice to see more of that with these actors, and not trying to force these character actors into being like leads and all that when that's not their forte. Look at Glenn Howard, for crying out loud. Ron Howard's brother. I mean,
I mean, he's been a character actor most of his life. Meanwhile, Ron Howard goes from in front of the camera to behind the camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said he would come back to acting if he does something with his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I like Ron Howard. I think he's a great director.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll
Yes.
even throw in there Han Solo because what that
Yeah.
man had to do with the limited time and reshoots, I give
Mm-hmm.
him all the credit for that.
Oh
I
yeah.
think if he would have had the legitimate time and started that from the very beginning, I think we would have had a better Han Solo movie.
I think so, because really the movie wasn't that bad, and yes, a lot of it had to do with Ron Howard trying to salvage it,
Yeah.
and that speaks volume for Ron Howard. It does.
And I do want to say good night to JT Gunn, Late Night with Cap. And as a matter of fact, good night to everybody who's
Yeah.
been
Good
here.
point.
I want to say good night to the Pat I Want to Be as well. Nova Vaughn. Have a great night, Alan Copeland. Have a great night.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Good
Black
night, guys.
Dragon. Have a great night. DJ Ronnie G. Have a great night. And as I scroll up, I want to make sure I get everybody. The long suffering Mrs. Tag.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great night and a speedy recovery.
And don't forget Jet Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
I won't. Jet, have a great night. And as a matter of fact, he's already 2 minutes into 2023.
We're in 2023. Wow. Okay. Happy New Year's for us now.
Nope. Guys are an hour late.
Yeah, you're an hour early.
And of course, Bucky's Crafting, formerly known as Bucky Icon.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I gotta make sure I'm subscribed to her channel. And let's see, as I scroll up here, already mentioned Alan Copeland. Oh, Kathy Skywalker. Happy New Year. And let's see, I want to make sure I get everybody. That's just how I roll here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Green Lantern, thank you for stopping by. Great to see you. Now, I know they were here. Just got to scroll up to now. I know Coffee was here. I know Tim's Talk was here. Gap, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Amen Fate, thank you very much. Good to see you. Been a while. And as I scroll up here, there's Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Possible. And I'm just looking for the other Tim. Coffee on Corbon. All right, I got to scroll down. Yes, I am going to highlight him. Like I said, it's just how I do it here. All right. Where are you, Tim? There you are. And Tim from Coffee on Corbon. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here, whether you were on the panel or you were lurking or you were in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming more of Gotham Knights, but I will get with Cash to see if he wants to do another stream. If we do one today, it'll probably be later on today.
Cool.
If we do anything at all. But we will be back here on the channel at 6 p.m. Wednesday evening for the first Pop Talk of 2023.
When they say it's amazing that out of 4 characters, he picked Barbara Gordon, the redhead. It's amazing what Cash Money can do.
Yeah.
Yes, old man. It turns out he does like certain redheads.
Of
We
course.
knew that.
We all knew that.
They just have to be of a certain female variety. As long as they don't have freckles, he has no problems.
Oh, freckles are the best thing about redheads.
I was going to say, wait a minute. That's the best part.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Connect the dots.
Can you suck those freckles off?
Thank you, Phil, for being on the panel. Thank you, old man, for being on the panel. Baron, thank you very much. I know you had an extremely long day of streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm up to about 10 hours now, I think.
And I also want to thank Paul of the Star Wars guys and Crit of Everest Productions for being here as well. I know we give Paul a lot of crap about playing on easy mode, but it's all in good fun because he gives me a lot of crap about my record against him in WWE 2K22.
And all the dying you do.
And I keep saying, it's okay if one of the matches you lose, just take a chair and whack him with it. Get disqualified. Just put it in his head that if he goes match up against you again, you just might pull that chair out from underneath the ring and crack him one.
Oh.
When you cracked him that one time with the chair, it was a glorious thing. And he didn't know what to say. Oh,
Nope.
I'm getting yelled at. All
right.
Oh. Later,
I
guys.
think on that note, we better go.
Okay. Night, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Right.